Hi, it is Solish Niwa. I am the author of Load and Transition and a couple of other IPs. Today, I would like to start a series where I go over fun little Easter eggs that I haven't seen people mention yet, per se, but you may have noticed inside of my webcomic. A lot of people, obviously, who make webcomics will put in random Easter eggs to appease themselves. And if you don't, I recommend doing it. It makes webcomic work, or at least the tedious parts of your job, a lot more fun. So let's get started. Let's jump right into it. For those who didn't know, this is episode 2. So this meme, right? I was like, I want him to be looking at photos. But, like, it wouldn't just be photos of just Larsa and him. So we put a little Yusuf in there for Crimbus. If you spot in the background there, the extra hot, sexy devil, you know, just framed. No comment. Sometimes you just need some self-fulfillment in life. This is a Phoenix Down t-shirt. I've never actually seen one of those stoves, I've only seen them on TV, but they look fancy and expensive. So while in the Sims model, they will have an overhead thing. They just have it built into the counter now. And also, continuity. There was a mug and there was a mug in Caden's room in the last couple episodes, and the glass and the bowl from episode 1. Also, me abandoning the Phoenix Down design on his t-shirt. Don't worry about it. Rich Boy Roomba, this would not work in real life. That Roomba would clog so fast. I'm so happy that people caught on to the Hello Spuds, because Jamie he's a treasure. I love this man. I love him so much. This uniform, I would like to talk about this uniform. It is a stupid-ass one-piece dress. I know. Yeah, no, but the reason why I decided to do a one-piece dress as a uniform is I used to be obsessed, I kind of still am, with the worst witch. If you know, you know. And, you know, just a little homage. Onwards, ever striding onwards, you know? Cackle's Academy. Fuck yeah. Caden suddenly grew like 5 inches. I feel like I drew him too tall for this, but you know what? He's got big peepee energy, and I love him, and his sweater looks so comfy, and I want to live in it. And, you know what? Mom can get fucked. It was my job when I borrowed Duncan, because Duncan is not technically mine. When I borrowed Duncan, I made it my job, like legally made it my job to make him as hot as I could make him most of the time, while also being incredibly sleep deprived and usually like in some sort of disarray. Which is why I introduced him topless, possibly naked. Fun fact, these characters, both of these two, these two sets, are characters from my previous IP, Killer Wonderland. I do not recommend it at all. It was basically torture porn suffering battle royale style isekai about an Alice in Wonderland style way of like, hey, suicide bad. Which sounds better than it was, because I was like 16 when I wrote it. It wasn't very good, and I did not finish it because I was like, Jesus Christ, this story is trash. I'm not gonna continue it. But I am still slightly attached to some of the characters. I don't know if you've noticed, but as the episodes go on, Duncan's bun gets progressively messier. That poor hair tie is holding on for its goddamn life. This school layout is very, very vaguely inspired by the elementary school that I went to, which was called the Rainbow. It also had a rainbow painted on its walls. exterior walls, mind you, and it had a couple like funky skylights, except in this is like a modern build, and that build was like from the 70s. Richard will never finish a sentence in his entire life. I'm just saying. For those who are particularly keen-eyed, this poster is Gaia and Irene from Final Fantasy XIV holding hands. They are best friends, if not girlfriends. I'm just gonna let this speak for itself. Lars's hairstyle is very intentionally inspired by Aerith. As we will see later, Larsa cosplays Aerith at some point as well. I assigned Larsa be the resident Final Fantasy nut, who has in turn infected all of them. You know, Red Mage. This boy mains Red Mage. Also Daimao, an attempt at cameoing goth. Because I started reading Boyfriends around that time. I just kind of binged it for a day. But yeah. I actually kind of like went fake shopping in real life and took pictures of everything I think the kids would wear. And then I just also made up this beautiful, beautiful shirt, Chemwater, with a froggy, because frogs is Lars's motif. And they're putting chemicals in the water and turning the fucking frogs gay. The distorted noise background pattern is actually something I carried over from Killer Wonderland. So let's look at this computer. Let me zoom in for you. So first of all, Jason is an AO3. Secondly, that is a Christmas, their screensaver, their like background screensaver is a photo of Christmas before Yusuf was born. Okay, and lastly, the icons on the desktop, which are very, very vague here, are Sims 4, Valorant, Sea of Thieves, and Vampire the Masquerade. Ghibli card with 2 competitive racers and 2 people who have no clue what they're doing. Lars's chest is small enough that binding actually makes his chest entirely gone. We all wish we were Larsa, I know. Somehow the gay crushes that I draw always end up being redheads. Various photos, including cosplaying, including that photo from episode 2, and also cosplay, which is Aerith and Kunsel, because hell yeah, we love a Kunsel stan. We respect Kunsel in this house. If you thought Zack Fair was a side character, wait until you meet Kunsel. Conveniently, all of the clothes that Caden is donating to Lars has Lars's clothes, has Lars's color scheme. It's not Miniso, it's not Uniqlo, it's Uwuklo. I'm very sorry for all of you sex repulsed people, but I'm so sorry, but like this is the face of a man who knows that his man is packing and wants to get pegged. For those who wondered just how much body hair Caden has, 2. 2. Also, this man has been borrowing clothes from everyone in this house. From Lucas, from Yusuf, as shown by the not on-color palette clothes. Also, for those questioning, like, if Lars dysphoric, why Lars sleep topless? Because if wear shirt, feel boob on shirt. This is a reference to another chapter, the last bonus chapter that I drew. Don't worry about it. It's just bonus. It's just flavor. It's just bonus. It's just flavor. It's not plot important, I promise. But it's really funny to reference it because then you get to draw panels like this. Why are the fantasy women that are supposedly hot always redheads? Do I have a thing for redheads? I might have a thing for redheads. Oh no. Webcomic creation, especially when you're not under contract, is supposed to be fun for you and the reader. So, you know, be silly with it. Go crazy. Oh, last bit of trivia. In this picture, actually, it's not about the food baby. It's not about the food baby. And it's also not about this man cuddling up beautifully against Caden, which is totally not foreshadowing anything. What I wanted to focus on is look at that man. Look at his peach fuzz. His beard is growing in. I'm so proud of him. He is fictional and his beard grows at the pace at which I dictate, but I'm still so proud of him. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. You can read Loved in Transition on Webtoon, on Top Boss, on Global Comics. Go for it and leave comments because I love comments. I love them so much. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for listening to my silly tangents. And there will be more of those. Eventually. I don't know when, but there will be, I promise. Anyway, thank y'all so much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.